Good morning, everyone. This is Mrs. Johnson, and I'm going to take you on the tour of the Library Media Center. The fiction is, as you know, those are books that are imaginary. They're not true. And the fiction section starts right here. You can see that there is a sign that says at the top of this shelf, ABB/BAN. And that means that all the books whose authors begin with ABB to BAN are in this shelf right here. And then it continues all the way down this row. And you can see as we look down the row of fiction, it goes all the way to the end of the room over there with the authors whose last names start with Z. All of the books here are hardcovers. You'll notice that they are hardback books. And this fiction section has all paperbacks in it. It's organized exactly the same way as the other. You'll notice this one starts with ABB-COL, and there are all the books whose authors have those last names, right? And it goes all the way to the end down there at the end of this row with the Z authors, right? So fiction paperbacks are over here under the windows, and the hardcover paperbacks, or sorry, the hardcover fiction is over there under the windows. And it's right here. You'll see there are the paperbacks behind it. And you see that sign that says short story collection. Right below it is this bookcase. And this bookcase has books that are filled with short stories. All of them have short stories in them, okay? They're collections of short stories. And they are organized also by author's last name. You can see there, we can see SC stands for story collection. You'll see there POE, that's Edgar Allan Poe. So those are books about with his stories in them, all short stories, right? Nonfiction books are, as we know, books that are true, right? They have true stories in them, or they have factual information in them. And biographies, of course, are true stories of people's lives, real living people. And they start here around the corner with AARBOY. Do you see that sign at the top? These biographies are about people whose last names begin with A through B, right? So you can see, for example, Muhammad Ali is right here. And this is a biography about him. And so we put it under Ali. So for biographies, it's a little different. It's not the author, it's the person it's about. So if you know who you want to read about, you can just look them up along the spines and see if you can find their name. Now, the other nonfiction books we have begin over on this side. You'll see there's the sign that says nonfiction 001.9 to 347.73. Those numbers are called Dewey Decimal numbers, and they go from 0 to 999. And right here, this is right where remember I showed you the beginning of fiction was over here. This is the beginning of nonfiction right down here. You see it's 000 on this end. And it goes all the way down this row of short stacks to where that painting is on the other end of the room. Do you see that big colored painting? That's where the nonfiction 999s are, right? So it starts here with 0, goes all the way to the end of 999 according to the Dewey Decimal System. And the Dewey Decimal System organizes books based on what they're about. So for example, the books about science are all in one place, the books about history are all in one place, and so on. And they all have their own special numbers. So we're going to go over here now to the center of the room. This is a section that is one of the favorites of all of our students. It is the graphic section. You see it says at the end of the stack right there, GRA for graphic. If I open it up, you can see the story is told in kind of a comic book format, right? So all of these books are books like graphic novels or like comic books. There are some fiction, there's some nonfiction, there's some biography. They're all in here in their own little sections, but all of the graphic books are in one place.